In the year 2478, humanity had clawed its way into the Galactic Concordance's Grand Assembly. We'd proven ourselves the hard way, tough, inventive, and impossible to kill off. The other species tolerated us, mostly because ignoring us hadn't worked. The trouble started with coffee. During a grueling integration hearing on trade routes, a human observer named Harlan Kane sat in the public gallery. Harlan was no diplomat. He was a retired freight captain, 62 standard years old, with a face like weathered hull plating and eyes that had seen too many void storms. He'd been dragged to Santa Maria as a cultural consultant because someone thought a real spacer's perspective might help. Mostly, he just wanted to be left alone. Harlan sipped from an old steel mug. The aroma, dark roast, no cream, no nonsense, drifted through the chamber. High Counselor Jolish, the arachnoid Irinic, halted proceedings. Human observer, identify that substance. Coffee. Harlan grunted without looking up. Keeps me awake while you lot talk in circles. The council chambers erupted in murmurs. The Varelians recoiled. The Cragther shifted. The Lumari dimmed. Jolish leaned forward. Caffeine is a Schedule 3 toxin under Concordance Health Edict 442. It induces severe physiological distress in 68% of member species, cardiac arrhythmias in the Sylphari, neural seizures in the Aloan, fatal metabolic collapse in the Drelk. It is poison to many of us. Banning it is not discrimination. It is basic compassion and safety for all sentients. Harlan finally raised his head. It's poison to you, not to us. We've been drinking it since we were banging rocks together. You don't get to decide what humans put in our bodies just because it scares you. But the council had already made up its mind. The motion passed 287 to 13, total galaxy-wide prohibition on caffeine. Earth beans confiscated. Synthetics outlawed. Enforcement immediate. Back on Earth, the reaction was swift and furious. Harlan Kane, now reluctantly famous for his blunt testimony, became the face of the resistance whether he liked it or not. Reporters swarmed him. He told them all the same thing. Leave me alone. I just want my damn coffee. They didn't leave him alone. When Concordance enforcers raided colonies and burned bean stockpiles, Harlan watched the feeds from his cabin on Luna. He muttered, "Idiots," and started making calls to old spacer friends. The coffee rebellion wasn't organized from the top. It started with people like Harlan, tired, cranky humans who had survived worse than bureaucracy and weren't about to lose their one daily pleasure. The first real defiance came from Captain Jiao Li of the Morning Brew, who told Irinic Cruiser, "You want my coffee? Over your dead body." She escaped, and the phrase caught fire. Harlan didn't want to lead anything, but when privateers needed someone who knew black market routes and how to avoid patrols, they came to him. Grumbling, he helped. Fine, but nobody talks to me before my second cup. Human ships, freighters, miners, tugs, armed themselves. Hackers spiked alien rations. Cragther warriors defected after tasting real coffee and declaring it the blood of victors. The Concordance blockaded Sol. 50 warships demanded the destruction of all caffeine reserves. They woke up the wrong species. Deprived of regular supply, humans didn't slow down. We got ornery. The Battle of Java Orbit became legend. Outnumbered 10 to 1, human pilots flew like demons. One of them, Lieutenant Felix Sparks, a wiry veteran from the Martian mines, took on 3 Irinic fighters alone. When his bird was crippled and escape impossible, he locked course on their flagship bridge. His last transmission, "This is for banning my cold brew. Over your dead body." The explosion gutted the command section and triggered a cascade failure across 3 capital ships. On the ground, hidden roasters worked overtime. The smell of fresh grounds became a symbol of defiance. High Counselor Jolish raged from Santa Maria. These humans are irrational. The toxin has driven them to madness. But the madness spread. More species sampled coffee in secret. Some got sick. Others got hooked. Revolts sparked in unlikely places. The blockade shattered. Human fleets, ragtag, caffeine-fueled, unstoppable, pushed to Santa Maria. In the final assault, Harlan Kane led a boarding team. He didn't want to. "I'm too damn old for this," he growled, but no one else knew the station's freight corridors like a lifelong hauler. Rifle in one hand, battered steel mug in the other. He marched into the council chamber. Jolish towered over him. "Surrender, human. Your poison ends here." Harlan took a slow sip of scalding black coffee. Winced slightly. It was terrible station brew, but it was coffee. Poison? To you, maybe. To us, it's breakfast. He raised his rifle. "You don't get to ban what keeps us human just to make yourselves feel safe." Jolish lunged. Harlan fired once. "Over your dead body." The council surrendered. The ban was repealed. Coffee was declared a protected human cultural artifact, with strict export controls, overseen by humans, naturally. In the treaty, Article 7 read, "No edict shall infringe upon the sacred consumables of member species without unanimous consent." The galaxy learned a lesson. You can fight humans over territory, resources, ideology. We'll argue, adapt, and probably win. But try to take our coffee? Over your dead body.
Many thanks to channel member RJ for making this video possible. And thank you to all my other channel members and Pathfinders as well. You all keep this channel going. If you'd like to become a member, please be sure to do so and gain access to some awesome exclusive perks. Everyone else, thank you for listening to this story, and I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to see more videos like this, and be sure to leave this video a like, too. Channel memberships, super thanks, merch purchases, and even book purchases, our links to our books are in the description section below, are a great way to keep this channel going. And they help us afford to make better videos too. Partner with us as we grow into one of the best sci-fi channels on YouTube and beyond. With all of that said, thank you again for listening to this story, and I hope to see you again. Thank you for your time, and be sure to check out the story and playlist on the left side of your screen now. I'll see you in the next one.